Hello everyone, welcome again to Unit 4, that is Scrum. So, what is Scrum? So, in the last lecture we discussed about agile project management, and here we discuss about what is simple term called Scrum. What is the relationship between Scrum, Lean, and everything? So, we have a separate topic for Scrum now, unit or for Scrum. So, let's continue. What is Scrum basically? So, as we all know, in the last lecture we have discussed it already. Scrum is an agile framework used to manage control the software development process. Okay, it's an agile framework, and Scrum is basically, it divides the work into small manageable time boxes called sprints. Matlab, like you have a process, you divide this process into small manageable chunks or boxes, and each box has a time attached to it. This is called sprint. So what is Scrum? Scrum is a, you can say Scrum is a like combination of sprints, or Scrum is made up of sprints, like with all the sprints are combined to form a Scrum. So usually the sprints is are like 2 to 4 weeks, the duration of it, at the end of which a working increment solution is delivered. At the end of this sprints, we are delivering a working solution. Okay, so what is a Scrum process? This is a very important diagram. Scrum process. So you have like product backlog, sprint backlog, then the actual sprint, and the working increment. Remember this diagram. Now we are going to study each of these things. What is backlog, product backlog, sprint, working increment? What is it? So first understand. So like let's study about the terminologies, because that is what asked here. Various terminologies used in the Scrum: sprint, project, product backlog, sprint review, retrospective, roles and Scrum, and best practices of Scrum. Okay, let's. It is important, huh? This unit is important and simple as well. So this is a scoring chapter. What is a sprint? So we discussed already, but again, sprint is a fixed length iteration, that is, the duration is 2 to 4 weeks, during which a specific set of work is completed. यानी कि इस in this fixed length of sprint, fixed length of time, a set of work should be completed and ready for review. ठीक है, completed doesn't mean कि you are showing you already tested in every. It should be completed and ready for the review should be next. Sprint is like a heartbeat of Scrum. Without this sprint, Scrum can't exist, I told you. So each sprint starts with a sprint planning and ends with a sprint review plus retrospective. Matlab is that you should plan first. There should be planning that you are going to make a sprint and you will make a sprint. Okay, and once this sprint is completed, you will do a review of it. This is a review, and in this review they will give you some feedback. It is called retrospective, and this, when you completed this, you will do again review, and once this review is done and you are good to go, then it will be delivered, or then it will be completed. Yeah, you have completed this sprint. Now let's move to another sprint. So this is the typical process that you need to follow in Scrum. Okay, so this is, for example, in 4-week sprint, team builds a user login and registration features. Okay, so this is example. Once started, sprint scope does not change. एक बार once the sprint started, you cannot change कि नहीं we can change this sprint. नहीं, you just need to complete this first. Okay, so the next terminology is product backlog that we have seen here. Product backlog, what is it? Product backlog is a ordering list of everything that might be needed in the product. It's like you are making food in kitchen and you want each and every ingredients that you wanted to put there in the food all at once. Like it should be there in your like in front of you, so that you don't confuse, you don't need to like waste time in finding things while making. So all features, functions, requirement, enhancements, and fixes, they all should be like, everything should be in ordered list. So, and it is owned by a product owner. The items are called as user stories, like format or user. As a user, I want to dash action, like this action, so that I got this benefit. So this type of things, for example, user stories. As a student, I want to register so I can access the portal. So you are clearly defining your requirements. It's like you are ordering list of everything that you might need in the product. The item at the top is the most detailed and ready items, and the bottom are the rough ideas. The backlog is dynamic, and items are added, removed, and reprioritized as needed. So this is the thing, like product backlog, that you need to require these things. So you just remember these are the user stories. As a student, I want to register, and I so that I can access the portal. So as a user, you first mention what is a user, then your action, and then your benefits. So it is owned by the project owner, and this is called user stories, these items in the product backlog. Sprint is a sprint backlog. So it is just like product backlog only, but it is a subset of product backlog items selected of specific sprint, plus the plan for delivering them. It is owned by the development team. It is a subset of product backlog. So creating a sprint planning meeting, ये कब करना है, टीम ब्रेक स्टोरी इनटू टास्क, लाइक एक स्प्रिंट को कितने टास्क में डिवाइड करना है, दैट विल बी द वर्क ऑफ द टीम. So only team can add and remove tasks from sprint backlog. So like there's a sprint, but you like we are a team of 5, development team of 5. So the team lead or the manager will divide this task to 5 different tasks, subtasks you can say. This sprint to 5 tasks, and this 5 tasks will be done by 5 developers. And once this completed, it will be counted as the whole sprint is completed, or this type of thing. And these tasks can be added and removed, but sprint can't. Sprint 1 backlog, task 1 design login screen 4 घंटे लगेगी. Task 2 code login API 8 hours लगेंगे. These type of sprint backlogs it is used. Now sprint review. Once you have completed the sprint, once sprint is held, okay, is held as the end of the sprint, the team demonstrate the working software increment to the stakeholder to collect their feedback. Duration 1 hour per week, or it might vary. ठीक है. Output updated product backlog based on feedback. So you will get a updated product backlog. This may be some requirement. ठीक है. So product backlog is it has everything, all the features, functions that are required for in this project. You have everything. And the goal is to inspect the increment and adapt the backlog. If you have any backlog, incorporate it and increment the solution for the sprint. After sprint 1, team demos the login features to the client. Client says add Google sign in. So added in a backlog that you need to add Google sign in it. Before that you are doing a normal login, but now as client says ki add Google sign in, so you need to do that. This is called sprint review. This you got from as a sprint review. Sprint retrospective क्या होता है? So it is held after sprint review. Team discusses what went well, what didn't, what to improve, what is about improving the process, not the product. So basically improving the process. Yes, the format is start, stop, continue. What is start doing and stop doing and continue doing? Like basically, let's understand with example. Let's don't look at this format. Formats are little too confusing. You should start daily and stand-up meetings. Stop skipping documentation. Continue peer code review. So what is this? So like action items for next sprint improvement. Like you have a sprint, you did the review. The review went good. Here comes the review. After this review, you do a retrospective, like what went well, like in the review, what is good, what is not good, so that if something is not good, you will work on that thing and again do the review, and in the next review it should be good. So this is called retrospective, yani ki doing the re-review of yourself, like doing as you can see, continue with peer code reviews so that they should understand like that point which was raised, it will be solved or not. So it is like retrospective, it's like iterative, it is iterative you can say. Scrum roles, so there are few roles in Scrum. First is project owner, is the voice of the customer. Responsibilities: maintain product backlogs, like the things, all the features, everything. Prioritizes features, defines acceptance criteria, ensures the team builds right a product. Next is the Scrum Master or servant leader or the facilitator or anything. It removes impedances and facilitates some Scrum ceremonies. What is Scrum ceremonies? We'll discuss. Coaches team in Agile, basically makes sprints. Scrum Master makes sprints, nothing else. Development teams, cross-functional builders, self-organized, based on the देखो, so it makes what it makes project backlog, ठीक है. Scrum Master, based on this project backlog, sprints are made, sprint backlogs are made, ठीक है. Sprint backlogs is the subset of these things, so these two are subset of things, and Scrum Master does this, and the developers split step into and make the working increment. It is all in a acting as a gears. Development team is a cross functional, self organized करती है, like delivers working increment each sprint, हर एक sprint में. QA, development, design, all included in this development team. So this is what happens in Scrum at all. Okay. Now what is Scrum ceremonies? These are the events actually. So Scrum ceremonies, what are the ceremonies? Sprint planning, where like sprint planning, daily Scrum meetings or stand-up meetings. Then sprint review होता है, then retrospective होता है, then backlog refinement होता है. This is a complete process that I taught you like a few couple of topics. So sprint planning कब start होता है? When start of the sprint. जब sprint start से भी पहले sprint planning होता है. Then we have daily Scrum meetings, like where you are discussing कितना काम हुआ है. It's like just have a sync of it. So first let's start with sprint planning. Start the sprint, maybe 8 hours लगे plan करने में कि what should be there in the sprint. So select the backlog items or create a sprint plan, ठीक है. Then daily Scrum meeting every day होता है 15 minutes. So 3 questions, क्या कितने चीज़ें हुई है, क्या कर रहे हो, क्या दिक्कतें आ रही है, ब्लॉकर्स. स्प्रिंट रिव्यू एंड ऑफ द स्प्रिंट, जब स्प्रिंट खत्म होने के बाद 4 घंटे का होता है. डेमो वर्किंग सॉफ्टवेयर टू स्टेक होल्डर्स. रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव आफ्टर रिव्यू 3 hours का. इंस्पेक्ट करो और टीम प्रोसेस को इम्प्रूव करो. बैकलॉग इन्फाइनमेंट, इट इज़ लाइक ड्यूरिंग स्प्रिंट और ऑन गोइंग और पीरियडिक. लाइक अगर आपको कोई फीडबैक मिला, इफ़ यू गेट अ रिव्यू फ्रॉम इट, just put it in the backlog refinement and do it while doing the sprint, so that you refine, estimate and prioritize the backlog items as client suggested you that. In the review you got the feedback to implement those, so client has suggested it has a higher priority, so that in next sprint you should be able to present that the client said you to present in the review. Okay, we are completed with the ceremony or events in Scrum. Now let's move to the the artifacts of Scrum. So what are the artifacts? We have already studied product backlog. It is a master list of all the desired work ordered by priority which should be done. Okay, so sprint backlog, work selected for current sprint, like shows daily progress in it. Increment is the sum of all completed backlog items after a sprint. It must be a usable condition, in usable condition. Breakdown chart, graph showing the remaining work versus the time. So should the slope of is downward towards 0 or not? It means like the work should be less and the time as the, see ऐसा होता है. If there is a graph, ठीक है, it shows the work, it shows the time. As the time increases, when you start from 0, the work should be maximum, but with time the work should be going down. The work should decrease with time. It should not like ki the work is here, work is maximum, but now his work is increasing with time. How is this possible? It can't be there. So it should be there. It should be pointing towards the x-axis. It should be pointing towards the 0. That means you are doing the right direction. You are doing the work in the right direction. Okay. This is called a burn down chart. Definition of done, DOD. So agreed the criteria to determine whether the user story is complete. It means what the user want, it's been completed. The stories that are created in the product backlog is completed or not. It is DOD. Now the last topic is best practice of Scrum. Yep. Scrum ka best practice to keep sprints short. 2 weeks is ideal for faster feedback. Never extend a sprint. Maintain time box discipline. Time box should be there. Never extend a sprint. Worst case may you can expand, but try to make it consistent. Product owner must be available and responsive to the team. Daily stand-up meetings should be short, 15 minutes max, to avoid problem solving in stand-ups. Okay, write good stories using invest criteria like independent, negotiable, valuable, estimate, small, and testable. So write a good story like what are we things we need to do, good sprints stories. So you can use invest criteria. You can write it. Maintain a definition of done. Everyone should agree with what is done means. Is it the review? Is it after review? Once the review is done, it is done, or it is after retrospective is done or increment phase it is done, then it is done. So you should make it clear what is done here. What is DOT, definition of done. Scrum Master should protect team from external distractions. Okay. User story points, it should be in Fibonacci for estimation, not in hours, like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 5 hour, 8 hour, 13 hours type of things. Retrospective actions must be implemented in next sprints. Obviously, avoid Scrum, but that means Scrum, but we don't do retrospective. We don't time box the sprint, etc. So what the thing is, you made a sprint, you reviewed it, you got something, and like let's suppose few changes you need to do, and you are not doing these changes and you are continuing with the other sprint. It is not right. First do this retrospective changes, and just after that completion, then move to the next sprint. So this is what we don't do the retrospective, but we don't have we don't time box the sprint. So there should be a separate time for the retrospective. If you get this retrospective, there should be a buffer time in the Scrum that to fix this or to add this retrospective feedback in that Scrum. So there are a few questions that can be asked in RGPV, like what are the various terminologies in Scrum. So you can write this. What are the roles of Scrum? So you can write this: project owner, Scrum Master, and the development team. 3 things. Then what are the Scrum ceremonies and their importance? Write this. Okay, so here we are. We have already completed the Scrum. Hope you all liked the video, enjoyed the video. In the next lecture, we'll start DevOps and the last unit of this chapter of this subject. Okay. And if you like the video, just do subscribe, like the video, do comment if you like any changes you want, and have a good day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.